We're going to be getting 15 minutes of Arknights Endfield gameplay. If you guys don't know, I played a lot of the tech test. I feel like it was like a year ago, man. I'd have to go back and look and see exactly when we played the tech test. But today we got a gameplay demo of 15 minutes. And they did talk about it on Twitter, but I did not expect it to be like today. I thought it was going to be a couple of days. So I'm excited because I want to see how much this game has progressed. We played a ton on the tech test, and obviously with the beta right around the corner in mid-January, hopefully we're able to get in and really do some testing. We at least get a view of what's going on with the update since the tech test, because tech tests are pretty early on, you know, in the game's development. So betas are obviously a little bit further along in that process. So let's see what's going on. So we have kind of the open world here. We actually have been, I think this is one of the beginner cities, but the thing is, it's actually a lot more lively because if I remember, this is the same place anyway. When we went in the tech test, it was definitely very, not as many people here. Damn. Oh, it is. Yeah, it has to be. Cause I remember the owl guy here, cause then you can run off over here, and I set up my base like all the way over here. So yeah, this is like the first little area. Yeah. Okay. So they did it, make it a little bit more lively, but maybe this is further in the game where they kind of develop it, because when you first show up in the tech test, you're kind of connecting a lot of the power here. So this could be like a further, oh yeah, look at this, because all these towers and stuff, you like kind of manually do this to set up the electricity and stuff between the different zones. And maybe this is just further along with that town that you had. Calm. I don't exactly remember what the screens look like, but I think this is way better, because I don't remember it being set up all like together. I think it was all separate menus that you kind of had to go through, and you do have a little bit of that here on the right where there's some like sub menus and stuff like that. So this is definitely, oh, he actually got a little bit of a redesign. Okay. And then the panda is brand new. He wasn't in the tech test. He's dope as hell though. Yeah, they kind of did the UI, cleaned it up a little bit, made it a little bit more, you know, put together. I like this. I like the way it looks so far. We're gonna go ahead and watch the whole thing. I'm not gonna do a lot of editing on this, to be honest. I'm just gonna kind of play raw and like kind of see what's going on here. This has been a game that I've been so intrigued with, you know, obviously as an Arknights fan, and just wanting to see the next progression in the universe. So I'm just gonna kind of savor it a little bit, you know, a little bit slower of a video, but I want to see what's going on. Yeah. Oh my God. They actually have like, a little bit more animation to them, a little bit more liveliness than I remember. But again, it's been so long. I'd have to look back when we did the tech test, but I think it was about a year ago. And from what I read in the like, questions and answers thing, it does look like it will have English voice acting in the beta. Okay. Yeah, because this is where I set my base up. Damn, Saturn. That's what it looks like anyway. That's damn close though. Okay, here we go. Some damn gameplay. That was like one of the things that it does feel a little bit better of flow. I think the flow is what I always kind of dealt with. Okay, hold on. So you're not really changing into anybody. So this is so far what I've seen that's a little bit different is typically when you did the call-ins, you would change into that character and take control of that person. And it was kind of wonky sometimes because you'd be like on the other side of the map, or like maybe a character that shouldn't be up and close and personal. And then that person would run up into like the spot you were at. So this seems like you're more or less calling in as a QTE. So I wonder if you can still swap off particular characters. Because if I remember right, whenever you used to call in their attacks, you would pretty much become them, and then they would replace where you were at. So it was kind of weird because like you wouldn't want to cast her in melee range. All right, so damn, the base be basing though, dude. The factory be factoring. Look at this shit. This is cool as hell. I like this stuff though. So I got lost. I did not have an intricate little system at all when I played, but I was doing like very bare materials. It seems like you're getting into some higher tier materials here, but Hell yeah. I like that. Oh, you got an inflatable tube, man. Okay. I like it. The factory stuff is really fun. I spent like an hour and a half just trying to get like a base stuff going. Oh, okay. So you do have like different subsections, just like you did in the tech test, but it seems a little bit more connected and definitely way more lively. Because most of these places were like uninhabited, like there's nobody around. So again, I don't know if that was more because like you're kind of setting up this area and this is like progression in the story where like this is already kind of being set up. But yeah, I wonder if you still have the little zip lines. So is she gonna pull power? Because that was one. Yeah, okay, so this is something you could do in the tech test where you're pulling power and you had so much like you know, distance obviously that you could do. Oh, okay, I see. That was actually, oh wait, you can pull it like that. I can't remember if you could pull and then just set something down and then pull into it. I thought you had to set it down like before and then pull the power between it. I know that doesn't make any sense the way I worded that, but it made more sense in my head. Oh, I'm just curious if you could change between characters. I haven't seen a change yet. Okay, so there's like a little challenge areas basically. It looks like they have a food buff down there on the bottom left. It looks like she actually had a food buff. Oh, we're gonna go to our boy. Hell yeah. What the hell? You can have a bow? Hold on, bro. This is a new area. Yeah, we haven't seen this before. Would you make the bow or is it just like set up? Damn, look at all those like platforms and stuff. Whoa, why are they so far back? This seems like it's kind of like already there though. Like it's on a set course. Maybe it's just kind of like a point A to B thing. Maybe you gather the materials for it and set it up, but like it has like a little set path, it looks like. That's cool though. Damn, man, the graphics look way better, dude. The fidelity, I think that's the word I want to use. It looks a lot better here. I can tell why they need a little higher minimum requirements, dude. Oh, those are some enemies. I don't think we've seen that. Like a crane? A crane with a hat. Yeah, I don't remember this in the tech test, so I think this is a new area. Ooh, a collectible. I see it. There's no way I'd be able to ignore that thing like they did. Anything that flies in the air, I'm immediately chasing it down. So different reference points probably for story-based stuff, lore stuff. This is cool though, because you have like all these like kind of like, I imagine this is like a spot where you do different stuff for resources. I kind of like that, man. I like the resource management and the fact that you kind of have to go maybe to different spots to farm resources, because it looks like they're farming different things. Collect the damn orb in the sky. There's no shot. You just run past that. Kind of looks like they're doing something different here, but another one. Maybe it's not a collectible. I don't know, but it bugs me. Looks like something you definitely collect. Yeah, no, these are definitely things that he's put down. Oh, okay, yeah, these are transversal stuff. Gotcha. God, I love that thing. The zipline thing is so cool. Oh, okay, okay. I think I've only ever seen it go from point A to point B, so now you got a little like middle ground there. You can kind of like turn around corners and stuff. I don't remember seeing that. Oh, and this is like transporting water. Oh shit, dude. See, I'm a kind of nerd for this stuff. This is shit so cool. What do you need the water for though? Oh Lord, have mercy. Look at this management stuff. Okay, yeah, so it goes into one of these other zones for your base. So you can have like multiple setups for multiple things. Oh, you're changing it into different liquids. See, I like to be able to see the like the physical stuff of it. I kind of like, that's what I like the most so far. about the base management stuff here is like you actually get to see the physical product moving between stuff. I think that's so cool. Like I like it being kind of shipped. I don't know if I like it being flat on the ground. I'd almost want it on like conveyors, like kind of stacked up. I think you can do that. It's been so long since I played. I probably should have watched my my video. Oh my god, you can garden. Oh my god, and they can garden too. Oh, that's what the water's for. Let's go, dude. And they can help you. Okay. What if I don't want them to plant nothing there though? What if I can I let them not do that though? If I was like, don't want them to, or maybe you can only plant like certain things. Oh, you can turn it. Wait. Oh, so you can have a one set spot and then have it branch to different ones and you can turn which way you want to go. Ooh, I like that. So you could have like a central one and then you can go to different parts of your base based on that central one. Ooh, I like that. I like it a lot. I like this atmosphere too, though. See, I know this isn't going to be as actiony as everybody's kind of like been expecting with a lot of these other like action RPG open world games and stuff like that, but I kind of like this stuff. Like, obviously they have action and stuff, but it feels a little slower, you know, a little like kind of slowed down. And I personally think that's kind of a cool selling point for it. I'm hoping that we see a little bit more of the actual combat, because it looked like they were going in a good direction strategically and like kind of having to think through it. And I like the idea that they're not forcing you to like pull people into the spot, like a caster into like a melee position, which was weird when they did that in the tech test. So it seems like you have a little bit more control on like when you're switching in and out of somebody, but I haven't seen them switch to a different character yet. They've just been playing like as themselves and then calling in a QTE. So I'm curious. I'm kind of hoping they didn't take out like the actual switchability. Oh, I'm liking the different animals and wildlife here. They attack you or you're just kind of chilling? I kind of like that. Show me more combat. Show me a boss, bro. God, man, I'm so excited, bro. Oh my god, wait, is this gonna be like actual base stuff? It looked like that's where you assign people like you do in Arknights. Oh my god, you can. That's what it is. It has to be an extension of that. You basically assign people to different rooms and they actually work in there. Or maybe I'm getting a little too hyped. Maybe that's not what it is. It looks like she's collecting that though. Obviously. Oh, she did. She 100% collected something. That was like a progress bar, or like an energy bar. She has a bar above her, so I don't know if that's a skill level thing or like a tiredness gauge like it is in Arknights. Then you have to like rest them in the dorm. Oh baby, it's an extent. It is. It has to be. You're assigning them. Yes, it's like the same symbol. Yes, it's a freaking 3D version of Arknights base. They you know what? They put the beta. They put the beta on Arknights and like, okay, this is what it's supposed to be like, and then they put it in Enfield. That's funny. Oh, you can actually see it physically working. See, this is what I'm telling. That's what I'm saying. I like the fact that you actually see it physically doing stuff. And I like watching these people like walk around and shit. Obviously in Arknights, it didn't make any sense because they're all chibies, but you can see them in the dorms. So it's not like they're like totally transparent is what I was going to say, but like not there. Oh, you can actually see the materials being transported. I'm sold, bro. I mean, I don't know if those actually are materials or they're just like cosmetic, but either way, I don't really care. It looks cool. Yeah, this is like an extension and like, damn, dude. I just like, you play Arknights for so long. It's cool to see these like different ideas realized in a 3D space or like kind of elaborated on basically from what we've seen in Arknights and then put into this perspective. It's so cool. I think it's very cool that they're doing stuff like that. Maybe giving gifts and shit. Yeah, they're like roaming around in the open world. So maybe they're not assigned. I don't know. I'm kind of questioning myself on that because they're giving gifts to them, but maybe they are assigned to that task and they can kind of freely roam around. So it seems like they're actually doing like, personal stuff or whatever, and they're just giving gifts. But that's what that reminds me of, like that thing that as they're walking into the rooms, like it has to be like an assign board, right? Basically, like this is the person supposed to be working here. And maybe somebody, like all these other guys are just kind of wandering around. Yeah, we definitely never saw that. Oh, Oh, it is. Okay, no. It is. It has to be. I might go back. Oh, I already watched the whole 15 minutes. Dude, I blinked. Oh my God. I felt I already watched the whole 15 minutes. Oh, Lord. I thought I was only like 5 minutes in. Oh, that's how you know I'm excited, bro. Okay, I gotta see a couple different things because this is gonna be the end of it, but I'll let it play because it has some juicy information in the last 9 seconds. No, it's not going to. Okay. I want to see it real quick. I'm just going to show this little part because I want to see as she's walking up here. This has to be like the assign board, right? Basically. Yeah. Okay. So these are the different rooms and then they're assigned based on their stuff. And then you got your trust. That has to be their trust percentage, right? 200%, 191. And giving them gifts and shit like that. They got all the different meters for it. Yeah, this is it. I mean, damn. So they pretty much like made this a 3D realization of like how to harvest materials, I imagine. So let's go ahead and like look back at this though. I do want to look at the gameplay, the actual combat here. So the thing about this that's kind of, I wouldn't say worrying me, but it is a little different than the tech test because like I said, when you're in the tech test, you could play pretty much anybody you'll wander around as, and when you use their QTE or their skills or abilities, you kind of like swapped into them and then was like progressing with them. But in this instance, it looks like they're not swapping off, they're just calling them in. But there has to be a way to change into them actually. It looks like you have linked attacks like QTEs and stuff like that. And obviously in the bottom right here, this is like very reminiscent of what it was in the tech test where you're like have different abilities and you can use their stuff based on like kind of what you're doing. And then this looks like it's obviously their health and all that stuff, but you have a food boost rather, that it looks like that Perlica, I think her name is Priscilla, I can't remember her name. I think it's Perlica. But anyway, yeah, so she has that, but you're not swapping into anybody. And that's what's kind of weird to me is like I haven't seen it like any swapping basically into like the other characters, but maybe they're just trying to showcase basically like what you're doing. Not really trying to showcase too much about exactly what everybody else is playing like, but I would like to see that because that's like a big part of what was kind of going on in the tech test. But yeah, kind of like I hope they didn't just like kind of take away that entire thing where you're not swapping off at all and you're just doing QTEs. But it definitely looks like you'd be able to swap into them because they do have like a key here, Q it looks like, and then it looks like maybe you could swap, like you press that and you do something with it. Because your numbers are based on like your numpad. Usually that's how you swap to people in other games, but that's on their skills. And I think you tap it for one skill and you hold it for their all or something like that. I can't really remember 100%, but the meter for it actually builds up. So like the top part, I think is just their skill. And then I think it builds up and then you can use their all. Oh no, it's whenever it's all the way. Yeah, when it's glowing on top, it's their all. That's what it is. And the meter does build. So yeah, I think you hold it for that, or you can press just like 4 to tap it for like a quick attack or whatever, quick ability. But yeah, I mean, it looks a lot more streamlined. I mean, it definitely looks a lot more flowy than it like typically kind of did, because it was a little bit weird and wonky, but that was mainly because of the way that you were like kind of going into it. Like when you transitioned into somebody, like I said, if you're a caster, all of a sudden you're in melee range and it's kind of weird. So you just had a lot of awkward moments where you're just kind of waiting, and they had that parry system, which it didn't look like they were kind of utilizing that now that I'm thinking about it. I don't even know. They do have the break bar, so maybe they are using it. I'm just not kind of paying attention because I think you had to attack right when they attacked, but you had to use a skill, I think. And that was kind of the thing, is you wanted to sit there and kind of wait, and then you'd use your skill right when they use their skill to kind of counter them. So a lot of it was just kind of waiting for them to do something, and then you would counter, break their little you know, break bar or whatever, and then try to just do a ton of damage while they were in that broken state. But yeah, man, this is like one of the biggest things for me right here is this management stuff. This shit is so cool to be able to see it like all physically moving and stuff. And it's so cool to see that we have different like things that we're kind of collecting in these different areas. There's different mats and different resources are collected in certain areas. So yeah, you can go into like this one and it's like all the water-based stuff. And I'm like, it makes sense because obviously they travel past the water and the river. So it's like maybe this is like one of the only areas to get this kind of stuff. So it gives you kind of a reason to build multiple bases, which I personally think is kind of cool. So yeah, man, I like the physicalness of it. I also like the fact that we have this. This is like our actual official base, essentially, like where everybody's kind of hanging out with the wildlife, and then, you know, having people just kind of wander. You know, it's obviously not the only game that's ever done that, but I think it's cool. I like the fact that it gives you a little bit more of a personality, like you actually feel like you're here. So, you know, I mean, I'm pretty excited, dude. I'm glad that they showed this kind of stuff. Hopefully we can see more or get into the beta, and we'll be able to kind of test out some of the different stuff. And I'll be doing pretty much reviewing it as much as I can, playing as much as I can, bunch of live streams. This is exactly what I've been waiting for Enfield. And yeah, so we'll see what's going from there. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your night, guys.